College football is coming to you live in Jacksonville, Alabama, as the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers travel down to take on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. This might not be week one of competition, but it is the first week that Coastal Carolina is going to be involved in games. Jacksonville's coming out. As the marching band goes, we see the all-white uniforms for the Chanticleers, and I gotta say, those are pretty fire. Cade Hensley is going to kick it off all the way to the end zone, but it is going to be taken out, and I like to see it here with 2024 season taking off in the Chanticleers starting at the 15. Zion Turner, the sophomore quarterback, coming out to lead the Gamecocks on offense. And as the offense comes out, let's talk about this defense. It is a base 4-2-5. And the question is, oh my goodness, Tobias Fletcher, the senior safety, coming down with the hard hit. And again, as we were talking about, is this defensive back group going to be enough? Now, are we going to have enough defensive linemen down the ground to stop the ground game? It is going to be a trip set, 2nd and 9. And we see the quarterback making the options. He's rolling out, and it's going to be sacked on the play. That is going to be freshman linebacker Gideon. We're going to take another look at that. He's lined up in the defensive spot. Some of these linebackers are going to be also edge rushers, and he just got off of that left tackle and made him pay. 3rd and 18, hoping this defense can stop him first drive out. And it's going to be a shotgun set, and it's going to be a safety on the play. What a start for this team. The Hog Molly in the middle. Mr. Brown coming in and making himself known. And this crowd is stunned to start the game off. This defensive pass rush is just going to be booming, and Emmanuel Bond's able to get the sack. After the safety, we get a safety punt, who's going to be returned by the 5th-year senior Seth Pizzo, who's going to be our main return guy. And Coach Sag, a little bit impressed, is sending Ethan Vasco out, sophomore redshirt quarterback, to lead this offense. This offense is going to be a little bit of a spread attack. But again, we talked about last week who our impact players are going to be. Ethan making some adjustments out there. Not liking what he sees. He's got trips right, and it is going to be a drop back pass to start off and a hitch route over to the right-hand side for a first down catch. That is going to be freshman wide receiver DeAndre Coleman to start it off. He got the little hitch route, got enough separation from the defender, boom, and turns upfield immediately. He's got a little bit of speed to him, and a good block downfield by Maiga, who is a international player. Another first down. And another spread attack. And another flip out to the right-hand side. And this time, Maiga, who had to block the first play, is going to get a reception for the second play. You will see a lot of shotgun today. All right, handoff this time. First carry for Christensen, who breaks out to the right-hand side, jukes him, and he is going to go all the way in for the touchdown. First touchdown of the year. Christensen at running back. Shake 'em and bake 'em. As Cade Hensley gets ready to kick the extra point, it is going to make it a 2-score game. Hensley lines up again. Another boot all the way past the end zone, but he is going to take it out and misses one defender, but a cleanup tackle by Spruce is going to hit him at the 12-yard line. How will this offense come back out and attack this defense? We got the 4-2-5 once again. Line making an adjustment in the middle. It's going to be a counterplay to the right-hand side and fighting through sophomore linebacker Trey Brown. This defensive line making some adjustments in the middle. And it's going to be yet another counter, able to get off of that blitz on the weak side and finally taken down by Tobias Fletcher. Again, another counterattack on the rushing play. And this time, Anwar Lewis is going to go to the left and finally being taken down by Avion Jones. Now a 3-3 meant defense to kind of attack this differently. And it's going to be a stick play right in the middle. And the wide receiver gets the first down and more. Defense was not ready for that. Now we got the spread offensive attack and shotgun. Zion Turner is making a little bit of adjustments. And he's going to hit a spread inside zone. And it's a miss, shake, bake, go up the field. And finally tackled with a 6-yard gain. Coastal Carolina looking to make a stop here on 3rd and 4. Turner making adjustments, got the spread offense out here, and a perfect Anwar Lewis draw play up the middle, and the defense was spread out just enough to get him the first down. Another spread attack on 1st and 10, got trips left set for the Gamecocks and drop back over the middle. It's going to be a catch and a defensive struggle, 4-yard gain. This offense is cooking now. As you can see, the defense is still in that 4-2-5 set. You got to wonder when coach is going to change it up on them. But it is going to be a read option that's caught, and Pinckney is unable to take him down, but an injury for Turner. You got to hope Turner recovers and comes back in the game. But this might be a little bit of help that this Chanticleer defense needs. And a little handoff up the middle, and it's going to be a 5-yard gain by Lewis. And while Lewis isn't making a chunk of yards, he is getting enough to make an impact on this game. Man in motion, 2nd and 5. Going to be a handoff up the middle. And again, smart plays by the Gamecocks, giving it to Lewis. So goal line formation here. Big man on big man. It is going to be from the 1-yard line, and a toss over to the left side. Anwar Lewis is going to make a miss, but he is taken down for a loss. They are going again back to the spread. And again, handoff, and it is a stop in the middle by Skishitano. Chanticleers are making a adjustment, and over the middle is going to be a slant play. Touchdown, Gamecocks. I see that Zion Turner has come back in and make a play, and a little early for the Heisman pose. So DeMarcus Lacey with the catch over from the 3, and the PAT is up, and it is good. Now this Chanticleer offense looks to come out. Got a pistol formation spread, though. And Vasco not liking what he sees, looking at the sideline, calling an audible. And it's going to be the backup running back as he comes through. And he is more receiving back, but again, has some power to him. Bennett with the 5-yard carry. Trip set right. Vasco backs up over to the right-hand side and almost picked, but again, got his man. That is the redshirt freshman, Coleman. Very big 31 right here to keep this offense going. The handoff just the right side, and it is going to be Washington making some moves and getting out to the 50-yard line. Pistol set, backing up is going to be Vasco, way back, drop deep, and over to the left side. It is going to be a catch by Barong, and it is going to be a 22-yard gain. That is our slot receiver / backup tight end making that play. Trips right set from the single back formation. Vasco sliding protection over to the right side, and again, another catch by Barong is going to be rumbling, bumbling, stumbling to the 11-yard line. We are in red zone territory. Trips right set to the boundary. Backs up over to the left side, one-on-one, and almost had it, and incomplete as our big wide receiver, Jamison Tucker. Motion set, back all the way. Vasco dropping back, rolling to his right, not seeing anything. Rolls on the run and almost caught. Just couldn't get it down. It's going to be Coleman. 3rd and 10 here. We do not need a touchdown, but the first down conversion is at the 2. Backing up is Vasco. Will route over to the right side. And touchdown, Chanticleers. Perfect route by Maiga. And it is going to be a catch from Vasco. Let's see a replay right here. Malik, Maiga, and just a perfect lob over that first layer of defense and in between the second. So the kick is up by Hensley, and the kick is good. Man in motion, and it's going to be a handoff again to Lewis. He was able to make a man miss, and he's getting that first down. 2nd and 10. Defense is making some alignment adjustments. And handoff again to Lewis. And Lewis is going to be met by our best defender, McDoom, who is going to make that sure tackle. And that is going to be it for the first quarter. Coastal Carolina up 16-7 over the Gamecocks. Nickelback coverage going to try to offset this 3 wide receiver package. And it is going to be a read option again from Turner, and Turner is hit and taken down by Eubanks, our slot defender. Wouldn't really expect that, especially since Zion Turner had left the game earlier with a little bit of an injury, but he is back and ready to go. Draw play again, this time nothing doing. 2nd and 12 after the loss, and whew, Pinckney is coming in and meeting him at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing. 3rd and 13, backed up a little bit. Turner over with the right side is going to be the screen and blockers, and off a tackler. You got to see a missed tackle again, and that is going to be a conversion. Trips left set. Again, Turner's calling his plays, feeling comfortable out there. It's going to be a handoff this time by the spellback. And it's going to be a jet pass over to the right side. Again, a horizontal play. Reminds me of the old school sweep. And what are we going to do to stop it? Now, a true spread for this defense, a dime package in, and it's going to be Anwar up the middle. We got to do something there to stop this offensive running attack. Second and goal from the 4. Turner likes what he sees on defense. He's making adjustments. This defense doesn't seem to care. And it's going to be a handoff just up the middle and almost in is going to be Anwar Lewis. Got to wonder when this team is going to make adjustments. The Coach Sag must have something that he sees. Over to the left side is going to be a touchdown. Gamecocks. Michael Petway with the reception and touchdown, and Zion Turner is feeling himself. That is his second passing touchdown on the day. Kick is up. First and 10. How is this Chanticleer offense going to react to that? Screen pass over to the right side, almost hit a offensive lineman, and that is going to be Washington just making moves and getting an 8-yard gain. Vasco liking what he sees. Is going to be a little bubble screen to the left, and that is Maiga with already a touchdown with it, and he gets it out to the 40. 114 yards on the day for Vasco, and that is only through the first quarter. Man in motion is Maiga on the slot. Back to pass. Over the middle, and that is going to be Barong, our guy, again with 3 receptions for 51 yards. Now the trip's right set. A 3-3 defense looking to offset this. And it's going to be snapped. It is a speed option to the right, and that is going to be Vasco taking it for a first down. And while he is doing it all through the air so far, might have a dual threat quarterback here. 3rd and 9. No back set. It's going to be a 5-wide formation for Vasco. Back to pass, a flood over to the left side, and that's going to be through the middle, and Barone just taking it what he has and getting that first down. Another red zone trip. What is this offense going to get out of it? 1st and 10, fake snap, and that is going to be a drop back. And just over the left side, Curly Young Jr. with the sack. After 2-minute warning, we are at 2nd and 21 from the 31. Drop back pass for Vasco over to the right side and up, and it is going to be picked on the run, and that is going to be a defender and miss opportunities, and he might take it back, but Coleman is going to take him. No, broken tackle, 2 broken tackles, 3 broken tackles, touchdown, Gamecocks. Fred Perry was not going to be stopped there. Unbelievable. And, you're going to make mistakes with a young quarterback like Vasco, but my goodness, pick 6 for the Gamecocks. 5 wide, we are under 2 minutes. So what is the Chanticleer offense with the hurry up going to do? Vasco rolling through, not seeing anything. He's going to try to take off, broken tackle for the right side, and he's going to get down shortly after a gain of 9. Turbo offense going, and again, you have to understand this is under 2 minutes. Clock did not stop. Vasco liking what he sees over there. He is going to drop back again 3 yards, and it's going to be a one-on-one ball for Turner, and he is going to get it. First down, Chanticleer. What a tough catch in coverage. Turbo offense again. Clock starts on the whistle, and it is going to be a lob pass over to the right side for Barone. Barone making it, and he is getting out of bounds. Smart catch by Barong. Barong is all the way up into the 90s. He's probably going to have a 100-yard gain if he makes another reception. 2nd and 10, over the middle, not seeing them, and that safety comes up, and that's another interception by Vasco. My goodness, what a horrible time and pick. Trying not to give up any points. It's going to be this defense right now. That's going to be a screen on the left side by Anwar Lewis, who's going to get a first down and smartly fighting through it and getting out of bounds. 51 seconds left on the clock from the 37. That's going to be a catch and stop for a 7-yard gain. 3rd and 3. Can they get a stop, and will they call a timeout if they do? At the pass, it's a screen left. Oh my goodness, perfect play against this blitz, and finally taken down at 42. It's okay to be aggressive, but this Gamecocks offense is just calling a perfect game. And almost picked off is going to be Pitney. Wonder how he made the reception, and it's going to be a timeout, Gamecocks. Less than 30 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 5. Drop back pass by Turner. Over the middle, and it's going to be swatted down by Eubanks. 3rd and 5 here, looking to make a stand, and it's going to be verticals, 4 wide. Turner looking around, trying to get out of the pocket, throws it away smartly, and it's going to be 4th and 5. 5 wide set with 7 seconds. Again, we got to take a shot. It looks like they're going to go do it, and 5 wide drops back, and over to the left side, it's going to be a lob, and that is going to be Jamison Tucker not able to hold on to the ball. 3rd and 5 again. Drop back pass. Middle and hit as he's thrown, so it brings up a 4th and 5, but more importantly, brings up halftime. And the score is 21-16 Gamecocks. And it has been a battle of the secondary with 2 interceptions and 1 defensive touchdown by only 1 player, Fred Perry. And as you see here, we're looking at a couple of the highlights as we go along. That's the touchdown run by Washington, the interception throw by Vasco, Fred Perry, and again, look at this. Just 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackle, 3 missed tackle at the very end. He was not going to be stopped. Over to the right side, that's that wheel route, but that is going to be it for the highlights. We are back to it. How will the Chanticleers be able to come back? So 1st and 10 now from the single back formation. I like what I see here, man in motion. It's going to be a draw play over by the right-hand side. It's going to be Bennett, and my goodness, he is rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. He is juking and jiving all the way down to the 39-yard line. That was a nice little run by our speedster. 2nd and 6 is going to be dropped back over to the middle, and that is going to be Coleman making a sure-handed catch and then doing what he does best, getting those rack yards. Pistol set. Maiga in motion. Oh, wait, it's coming back. It's going to be a drop back pass over the middle once again. And again, looks like this Chanticleer offense is moving. Oh, what a move. All right, I see you, Barone. He might be listed on the depth chart as 2nd tight end, but he's got some moves on him, and that is going to be putting him over the 100-yard mark. Handoff over to the right side is going to be Washington, and that is going to be all the way down to the 20-yard line. Hensley coming out for the field goal, and it is up and good, 32 yards down the middle. Although the Chanticleers were hoping to take the lead, the 3 points do make this a closer game. Going out with a spread offense starting on first with the drive, and it is going to be an RPO, but this time it is handed off to the running back, and Lewis gains 8 on the play. This offensive line and running back are doing work to this defense, and you got to wonder how long are they going to be able to keep it up. Again, another handoff this time, read option, is going to be tackle for a loss. That is going to be the freshman linebacker lining up at defensive end, Wyatt Gadian. 3rd and 6, and it's going to be an RPO, and that is going to be blown up over on the sideline, and that is going to be our sophomore linebacker, Trey Brown. 2nd and 6, Washington's back out there in the backfield. Vasco trying to get this line moving, and he is pushed up into the pocket, and Barong, again, a star emerging in this first week of play for Chanticleers. Looking to continue the drive on 1st and 10. This is a single back formation and a drop back pass. Got a blitz coming over the right side, and it's picked off. You did not see the defender through the middle, and that is going to be a costly turnover. The 3rd pick of the day. Question is Coach Sag going to continue with Vasco? Is he going to have to put in his senior quarterback looking for a huge stop on this 3rd and 7? And it is going to be a drag over the middle and another big hit by Peatney, unable to jar the ball free. It looks like this team is liking what they see coming out, not taking a lot of time off. Man in motion going to look to fake the jet sweep and going to be sacked on the play, and that is going to be Avion Jones from the safety spot. 2nd and 17 with that sack from Jones, and it's going to be a pass play over to the left side. Wow, what a hit, and 2 missed tackles, my goodness. Brown is in with a touchdown. Gamecocks are going to go up 9 points. So again, how is this team going to respond? 1st and 10, making some adjustments, going to be Vasco, who has 3 interceptions on the day so far. Back to pass, rolling over to the right side, not liking what he sees, and just going to take off downfield. And again, talked about him earlier, not the fastest quarterback, but does what he needs to get the first. Comparison, we have Zion Turner for the Gamecocks with 3 touchdowns, whereas Vasco has 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions. On 3rd and 4th, looks like he's back over the middle. It is hit as he's thrown, but it is a nice catch by Barone. Barone missed tackle, and it's a touchdown on the sideline. Barone making a name for himself today. And that puts Vasco over 300 yards, and with this kick, we are down by 2. That might be what the Chanticleers needed. and this has erupted the sideline, but the Gamecocks are still in control. 3rd and 11. This would be a huge stop if this Chanticleer defense can make it. It's going to be a drop back pass, and it looks like the defense has read the screen, but just couldn't get over there in time. Almost making it. It's going to be the backup running back. But Alvion Jones coming down from his safety spot made a huge play in the last drive and is now looking to get the ball back and possible lead to the Chanticleer offense. All right, now with a clear opportunity to regain this lead, it is going to be a nice pistol formation. And it's going to be a draw play for Bennett, the spell back, and he's just ooh, look at Bennett moving out there. He is the quicker of the two running backs, and it's going to be a drop back pass over to the right side, one-on-one, and that is going to be DeAndre Coleman able to get a reception and a first down. And that is going to be it for the third quarter. It is a close game, a 2-point lead for the Gamecocks, but Chanticleers are driving. As you can see here, the team stats, we have 318 in the air, 126 on the ground, almost 10 yards as an average play, but the turnovers are costly. On 3rd and 8, we have a trips left set close in. We have Maiga in motion, but he's going to come back. It's going to be a drop back pass over to the left side and nothing doing. That is going to be another sack by Curly Young Jr. Can the Chanticleer defense make another stop? It's going to be 2nd and 10. Drop back passing over the middle. That slant's wide open. And wondering when coach is going to make some adjustments for McDoon to travel on both sides of the field. With the turbo offense going, look at the sideline. This is going to be a handoff. Eubanks and company are going to be able to take them down. Handoff over in the middle, and the middle just opens up, and this team is gashing this defense. Again, with the hurry up, trying to get the guys on the defensive side of the ball, making adjustments, looking over to the sideline this time. And it's going to be a RPO and nothing doing. This defense sent a man. Oh, my goodness, what a whiff and a half. And that is going to allow this offense to be on the door inside the red zone for possible another score. In 1st and 10, this is going to be from the 6th, and Turner is going to go right over the middle. Just a very nice little check down. And over to the left side, and that is going to be swatted down. Jones and the cornerback are going to be able to make a play. Very huge 3rd and goal here. Over to the left side, and Turner's liking what he sees, backing up. He's got all day to throw, and finally throws it out of bounds. And they are going to bring out the field goal unit. From the 10, the kick is up and good, giving them a 5-point lead. That field goal is not a bad thing because it still allows us a 1-touchdown game. And they are looking at the sideline. How will this offense respond? From the 16 is going to be a run play to Washington, and Washington's getting his due diligence out there with a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5, trips left side, and it's going to be a little speed option attack over to the left, and a late pitch over to Washington. Washington's going to cut up and get a first down. Good play call and a good run option for this attack. So the left tackle is going to be called for holding in that play. On 1st and 20, we got a spread offense. And over to the right side, got a wheel route wide open, and that's going to be Maiga. He actually scored on the same exact play earlier. Screen over to the left side, and that's going to be Bennett, the quicker of the two backs. He's going to cut up instead of out, and that's going to be enough for the first down. 350 yards for the passing game for Chanticleers. Vasco is doing his job. Other than the 3 interceptions, it has been a great game for him. So coming out looking like it's a cover 2 package. Vasco drops back and just going to sling it downfield. My goodness, Jamison Tucker, and almost one-on-one coverage. The safety did not get over fast enough, but great coverage by the cornerback. No back in the backfield, 5 wide on 3rd and 3, and it's going to be a pass over to the right side, and who else? Kendall Carr trips right set, 1st and 10. And over in the middle, and that's going to be a touchdown. 2nd catch for the international player, Maiga. That is going to give us the lead by 1 point, possibly 2, pending the PAT. What a throw and catch, and wonder what happened there. Where did the defense go? Not going for the PAT. This needs to be a 3-point game. We are coming out with a 2-point conversion attempt. It's going to be to the right side and easy pickings. Maiga makes 2 plays in a row. The chains have moved. The time has started, and we are trying to get this defense to get the ball back. And over the middle, what a catch and what a missed tackle. That's going to be another completion. Turner's starting to approach 250,000 yards already, and that is going to be the 2-minute warning. The Chanticleers haven't had the best of day on offenses as far as turnovers go. This game is a tight one. The little Texas route out of the backfield, And that is going to be the backup safety coming down and making the play. Empty set. Looks like a little wide receiver screen over to the left side, but there's a flag out on the ground. And let's see what it is. Illegal contact. After that flag, that's going to give them a first down. And I don't know if you guys saw at the bottom of the screen, but Inaugural is going to be injured as well. So as the team is pushing it, it is now a minute 30. A minute has surpassed from the time that this drive has started. And it is a drop back for Turner. And Turner, again, another Texas route by Lewis. And Lewis is going to get enough for the first down. It is taking them no time off the clock to get down this field. We talked about a minute, but that was seconds ago. And now still pushing is going to be almost with that read from Trey Brown, who almost got that interception within the 5-yard line. How is this defense going to stop them? And over the middle is going to be a touchdown, giving this Gamecocks a lead. Took the Gamecocks a little over a minute to get down the field. So again, giving the Chanticleers a deficit, how are they going to change and how are they going to respond? And a decent return by the running back. You have to assume that this is the last drive of the day with a minute left on the clock. And over, almost able to hang on. If he would have rocketed in there, I think that would have been a completion. Trips right set, backing up, 3-step pass up, steps up in the pocket, and Maiga again making another great play on the ball. 4 wide receiver set with the tight end offset as a receiver. Step back is a 7-step back, and that over the middle is going to be Jamison Tucker able to get the reception and keep it going. This is a hurry-up offense now. Like I told you, the clock barely stops on the first down, and we have to see what's going on. Drop back set over to the right side, and he's unable to hold on to the ball. Now we got a little bit of time since the time has stopped, and we got 40 seconds left to go, and it's going to be a nice little dump off to the left side, and DeAndre Coleman moving up. Trips right set, 1st and 10 is going to be Washington up the middle. I'm not sure if the defense was ready for them, but of course we got a hurry-up offense going. Coach had probably called 2 plays over on the sideline. One gets down, one doesn't. So Vasco's going to take off and unable to keep it. He fumbles, and that is going to be a recovery for this defense. And the coach, Sag, wants to throw down. Did he fumble or was he down on contact? They are going to call this defensive recovery. After the recovery, they are down within the 5, so there is a possibility of this team. Just got to try to make a forced fumble, and that is going to be the jet sweep. Good gracious. He is running down the field, picking up every block that he could, and that is going to seal it for the win. Not the way that the Chanticleer defense and the Chanticleers wanted to come out. Great game regardless. We will take it over to the sideline after we look at the stats of the game to see how Coach Sag is feeling. So first up is going to be the box score. It's going to be 34-38, 30 first downs, and 597 yards of total offense for the Chanticleers. 3 touchdowns through the air for Vasco, 1 rushing touchdown with 150 on the ground. As you can see, the Chanticleers did a great job in most of the offensive possessions. The issue here was the turnovers. Now for individual stats, Vasco was 29 of 42 for 447. What a game. 3-3. So we want to focus on the positives. The TDs, 3 touchdowns. He came back and scored 2 late ones. He was 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions earlier in the game. Bennett and Washington both over 50 yards, but the player for us would have to be Kane Barong. 9 receptions, 193 yards, and only 1 touchdown. Maiga getting into the mix with 111 yards and 2 touchdowns, both on a wheel route. Like, just the craziest part of today are the guys that you wouldn't expect to be the players of the game are coming out and balling out. Tucker, 2 for 41. Kendall Carr, 2 for 23. And freshman DeAndre Coleman, 5 for 61. So now on the defensive side of the ball, of Avion Jones and Tobias Fletcher and Trey Brown, all with 13 tackles leading the team. We have Keontae Jenkins with the tied for the second most tackles of the day, and Matthew McDoom with 9 tackles for a loss. The most go with Braylon Ryan, who got the safety earlier on in the game. Avion Jones coming from his safety position, and again, not the traditional look that you see. And freshman Wyatt Gideon is going to be also in the mix, playing from that linebacker spot to a rush in position. We were able to get 3 total sacks of the day, with Avion Jones being at 1.5. And again, not the traditional person that you would see with the most sacks. Braylon Ryan and Emmanuel Bonds and Wyatt Gideon all with half sacks. I believe that it was Bonds with the safety. I misspoke earlier. Yeah, I did misspeak earlier. That is going to be the backup defensive lineman, Emmanuel Bonds, able to get that safety. And we're going to use this as a teachable moment. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, great week, great year, great month. And we're going to kick it over to the sideline questions for Coach Sag and let him take the video away. Well, not the way you want to start the season. 38-34 loss against the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Let's start off with a question.
The fumble on that last drive from Vasco was the final turnover of the game. Can you discuss that, and what are your thoughts about it?
I knew it was coming up. So a couple things. Number one, Ethan Vasco played a hell of a game. He had 447 passing yards. I got my green notebook, so I wanted to make sure because I knew it was coming. This is my pride and daddy. I knew it was coming. Vasco has 471 yards of our total offense of the 597. So instead of focusing on the negatives, let's turn this around so that we can actually talk about the game and be realistic. Could we have made plays? Yes. Could we have done worse? Yes, of course. You can always do worse. You can always do better. But let's talk about this. Ethan Vasco losing that fumble with 17 seconds left was not what caused us the game. It was the final straw, but there were things going on throughout the game that could have been better. What are my thoughts about it? It was a kid making a play. It didn't go our way. It was a hell of a hit from the defender. Came down, hit the ball exactly where he needed to do, and the ball went on the ground. We fought for it. We didn't get it. Turnover. That was it. End of the game. But let's talk about the game. All right, let's talk about it. So on offense, right? We'll talk about offense. Vasco, like I said, had 471 yards of offense. He had 447 through the air and 24 on the ground. He had 3 interceptions, but he also had 3 touchdowns. This is his first game. He is a true sophomore. He is going to be playing. He is our quarterback 1 for the year unless something happens, which it won't. Okay? He is going to have growing pains. Everyone has growing pains. Quarterbacks who are redshirt seniors have growing pains. So let's not get down on the team right now. Number 2, Christian Washington, 10 rushing, 71 yards. Could we have fed him the ball a little bit more? 7.1 yards per carry. Of course we can feed him more, and we will feed him more. But again, last part of the offense, let's talk about it. The offensive line have to get better, but we had 2 receivers going over 100 yards. Maigo with 111 for 2 touchdowns of the year or on the game. And then Cade Barone, our second string tight end who plays our slot, is 193 and 1 touchdown. So you tell me, was the fumble the last straw? That was 4 turnovers by Vasco. But again, he's learning it's the first game of the season. We didn't play some cupcake team like all these other teams play. Like we came to play. We wanted to see what we brought to the season. On defense, Trey Brown, Avion Jones, both sophomores. Tobias Fletcher, a senior, 13 tackles. These kids are flying around the football, okay? They are playing hard-hitting football, and there's nothing to be upset about. Zion Turner is one of the greatest quarterbacks I've seen in a very long time. He's good, all right? And he makes you pay with both his arms and his legs. So to contain a quarterback as good of a dual threat as him, we did pretty decent. Braylon Ryan, 3 tackles for a loss, led the team. Emmanuel Bonds from Emmons, South Carolina. Shout out to Emmons because, again, there is
family all along the place because my parents still live there, and we are working and visiting them very soon. But again, the familiar bonds of this team. He was, get it, familiar bonds, Emmanuel bonds, but no, he was able to give us a safety on the day. Wyatt Gideon, talk about breakout performers, talking about someone who step up to the plate. He is a freshman, a true freshman. Not is he playing his traditional linebacker that we recruited him for? No, he was that hybrid. He was able to get off the ball a lot today. He had 4 tackles, 2 for loss, and a half of a sack. We had a total of 3 sacks on the day. No interceptions, but like I said, Zion Turner, when he was smart about it, when he didn't make those receptions, he made sure that we couldn't get to it. That is a smart quarterback right there. So, who's my breakout performer of the day? It's hard to say, but I'm going to have to give today to Maiga 2 touchdowns, being an international player. What are we doing? We're not just the States anymore. We are recruiting outside the States, and he was able to come up and show his family what he's all about. So with that being said, right, let's stop with that nonsense. Let's stop talking about the negatives and let's look at the positives, because all I can tell you right now is Chanticleer football's here and we're coming to pay. 0-1 on the season is not how we want to start, and it's not how we're going to finish. Simple as that. We have the ability to do better. We will do better, and it's time to get started today. We're going to look at the film on Sunday, right? I'm going to start tonight because I don't have any rest until I know how to fix things. But we start today. I will see you next week. Bring your popcorn because we're going in for a fight. Okay? I appreciate your time today. Thank you guys for your support. And as always, go Chanticleers.